All right, hey everybody. This is a video that I put together to try to talk more about making introductions and conclusions for your paper. And so, one thing that I've noticed is that several people were asking questions about how to start and end papers. And so, it sounds like introductions are still a little confusing, which is okay. We'll talk about it more right now. So, the first thing that I want you to see is that I'm on the class website. And so make sure that you go here. You'll need to click on writing and then opinion argument to pull up the section that we're working in right now. Scroll past the levels sheet here, and then you'll see the presentation that we used in Writer's Workshop today. It'll start at the very beginning. Now, what you'll want to do is you'll want to click over a couple slides till it says ways to start an essay. Now remember, your introduction needs three things, and I'll just make a note here so you can be reminded. An introduction needs to always have a phrase, plus your thesis statement, plus your reasons. So every time that you make an introduction, it needs to have those things in it. You'll notice that what I've done right here is I just wrote my thesis statement. My dad is my number one fan, and my three reasons. And I actually I made this by looking at my boxes and bullets, which is this. So I have my thesis statement here. My three reasons are here. And then all I did was I used the let's write an essay template and used that to create this paragraph. Okay. So you might want to start by doing this just to make sure that you have your thesis statement and your reasons. And then the only thing that you need to do for your introductions is take a look at the different phrases that we discussed using in Writer's Workshop and ask yourself, is there a phrase on here that I could use to start my essay in a really exciting way? Remember, we want to hook our readers. We want our readers to be excited about reading our paper. So when I look at my boxes and bullets, and then I take a look at or I think about those phrases, I'm going to just try using this one. Many people don't think, but I've come to think it's important. I'm going to try to use this phrase. Now what I want you to do is I want you to see how I use this for my own paper. Okay, so let me see. I might start by saying many people, let me see if I can get my stuff to type here. Here we go. Many people don't think that parents, you know what, I should talk more about fathers since this paper is about my dad. Many people don't think that their dads are anything special, but I've come to know that dads are some of the most important people in the world. Now I want you to see what I did. Let me make sure I indent this. What I did was I just looked at my phrases and I asked myself, what could I do to use one of these phrases for my thesis statement, for my paper? So I took this prompt to kind of help get me started, and then I wrote a phrase. This is when I say phrase, I'm talking about this. What I want you to then see is all I'm going to now do is type in my thesis statement, which is my dad is my number one fan, and then I'm going to type in my reasons. Give me just a second here to type them. Okay? Now what I want you to know is that this is right here. Okay? So the only thing that I'm doing differently is playing with a different phrase that I could be using instead. A different exciting sentence that could be used to start my introduction. Okay? Now, I'm asking people to make more than one of these, right? Your assignment was to make 5. If you're on level 2, you're working on making 5 of these. So I'm going to just try real quick to make another one. Maybe I'll take a look. And if you get this, you can stop watching. But if you want to see, I'm just going to take a look at my phrases again, and I'm going to try to make another one. So I might try what people need to know. Okay. Yeah, what people need to know is that dads can be a huge influence on their children. So there's my phrase. Everything else is the same. So there's a second one. Okay, your only thing here is to create 5 of these, and every introduction needs a phrase, and then your thesis and your reasons. So I'll just let this video be about introductions, and I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps a little bit, and yeah, good luck with making your introductions and selecting a strong way to begin your essays.